You're listening to the Stephen and Carrot Show with Carrot and Stephen, recorded from ECU Studios.
G'day, hello. Welcome to the Stephen and Carrot Show with Carrot and Stephen.
We just can't do intros on this show,
I was trying to do something new.
It didn't work.
And as soon as it left my mouth, instant regret, right? But it's out there. It's on the internet. Whatever.
We'll call it.
We'll deal with it. First week away from uni.
Yeah.
Off uni.
Yeah, jeez.
What'd you get up to?
I have been working a fair bit the last couple of days. I've
Busy
been working
man.
a couple of morning shifts. And last week I actually went to a gig on Friday night, which was very good fun. Went and saw a couple of bands that I knew. That I knew of.
Yeah,
Knew
right.
A couple of their songs. And it was really good. I went with a couple of mates from uni. Just had a really good time. How about yourself?
Yeah, fairly quiet week, I suppose. I did go to the casino Friday night.
Yeah. Bit of a story behind that?
Look,
or not?
winners are grinners. Your boy's not grinning this morning. Your boy's not grinning.
A couple of boys had a decent win though, didn't they? They got up.
Yeah, I have a theory about the Cass.
Right.
I reckon if you go with a group bigger than 3, no one makes money, right? And not, like as a group, you don't make or lose money.
Yeah.
You just exchange it between each other.
Right.
So
So
like-
pretty much giving your mate 50 bucks.
So they win
Okay.
the money I've lost.
Right.
And like, I don't know.
It's a good theory. I like it.
I reckon it's happened a few times I've gone. That we kind of, as a group, almost like break even.
I still haven't been.
You've never been
I've
to the Cass?
still never been to the Cass.
Don't have a Cass in Bunbury?
Yeah, we got like 6. So it's,
Yeah, rightio.
One at the golf course and there's No, I
called
need
the
to
TAB.
go because I need to go. So we should organise a trip over the holiday sometime.
We'll organise it for sure.
We'll do that. Also, last week was the first week of November.
Yeah.
Movember. Stephen and I are taking part of it.
Yeah.
How's the segue there? Didn't mind that. I thought that was pretty good.
You're improving.
But yeah, how's the Mo coming along?
Yeah, it's going alright.
It is.
It's there, I suppose. It's grown back a bit quicker than I thought it was.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and the density's quite decent too.
Yeah,
Give me a squeeze at that. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, I was expecting quite a long, slow grow. And it's still not what it was. You know, it's not back to its former glory.
But it'll get there.
I've had a lot of people say I should not grow it back.
Your mum being one of them. I
Mum
can imagine.
hated the most. She was never like even secretive about it.
Yeah.
When I told her we were doing Movember, she's like, I would have paid you not to to shave it. Like I would have paid you to shave it. I did say to you that I reckon I look like Shrek from Shrek 2 when he becomes a human. It just feels like that, right? It feels
Because your
like
top lip just feels
Yeah.
like the space between your top lip and your nose feels very big.
big. Yeah, it feels bigger.
Yeah. I'm the same. I had the same thought. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm definitely Shrek. 100%.
See, I have a bit of problem with your Mo
Right.
because you're growing everything back out.
Well, no, here's the thing, right?
Right. Okay.
So I've cleaned this up twice this week.
Wow, it just grows back well quicker.
It just grows back well quick.
Yeah, okay.
Because what I wanted to do, I didn't want to just go see how it is at the moment.
Yes.
Where it's quite terrible.
Oh, it's not awful, but yeah.
But I just wanted to. My whole plan was to kind of grow out everything, and then once the mo gets to a comfortable length, shave the rest of the beard, and then leave the mo. But if you want me to get rid of the beard and all the stuff around the side and underneath my face, I can do that.
See, my like chin grows back well quicker as well.
Yeah.
It leads nicely actually into one of my mates during the week messaged me and was like, "You guys got to talk about people getting a head start in Movember."
Right.
And he was saying in terms of, and this is kind of what you're doing, I suppose. He knows people who had like a big beard.
Yeah.
And then shaved everything but the mo.
Yeah.
So come November 1st, they already have
Yeah. See, but
a
isn't
big,
the whole
big
point
mo.
isn't the whole point of Movember to
Start from scratch.
start
I
from
thought.
scratch?
That's what I thought, but
I don't know. Well, I think if you're going to do it, just go from scratch. Start from
Yeah,
wood.
I agree.
But I could have done that. I could have just
Yeah,
shaved
for
everything.
sure.
I was like, no. Well, and
But then, see, I could have just left my mo.
yeah, exactly.
And just gone, yeah,
Exactly.
I'm just growing it more.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it right.
Do it
you know?
properly.
No halves here. Mini wins. Also during the week, mini wins, mini losses, our segment. What do you got?
Yes. I've got one of each. We'll start with mini wins. Right. I was at work yesterday morning and I finished at 1 o'clock. And I was so hungry. I was like, damn, I really need to get some food.
Were you hangry?
I was
like
hangry.
me last week.
I was so hangry, right? And I get so angry when I'm hungry. And I was looking around because I wanted to buy some meat to have for lunch. And there was, You know those lamb French cutlets?
I do know the ones.
The ones on the stick, so good on the bone, not the stick.
Yeah.
Hockey sticks. I was looking around them. I was like, oh, they're a bit expensive. And then I saw one that was priced wrong.
Oh.
It was priced at like $24.99 rather than like $42.99 or something.
Oh, gee whiz.
So I picked it up.
Snap that up.
Saved myself about $8, I think. So
it's like the
Can't
whole
complain.
it's like the whole sniping on FIFA. It's like it's actual sport in like FIFA, right? Some numpty will post something for like less money than it's worth.
right, and then the whole
and everyone just snipes it so that they can sell it at the proper price. That's what you've done.
That's what
Except
I've
that
done.
you actually enjoyed the item.
and they were great. They were really good. I went home and cooked them up.
That's a big win.
It was a big win. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I can't complain. No complaints on my
Yeah,
side. Did
heaps
you have
good.
any mini wins yourself?
Yeah, we haven't had a mini win on this show.
We haven't.
in
It's
a
been
long
a very,
time.
very long
In a
time.
long time. We always just have mini losses. No, I had
Ow. Sorry, I just hit my knee there.
during the week, been catching a bit more public transport than usual, just on depending on where I'm going and stuff.
Save a bit of money as well.
So I had the old earbuds, to
Yep.
listen to music on the train. And I pulled them out of my pocket after a day at work, and they weren't tangled at all.
No way.
I reckon that's the first time that's ever happened in my life.
100%.
Like even I've bought before the
non-tangle
yeah,
ones. that
and they
aren't-
still get tangled.
They get
right?
tangled so easily.
So I was like, this is a huge win. I was absolutely stoked with it.
Yeah, no complaints there. Far out.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, I was like, man, I'm writing this down. This
Yeah.
is a massive win.
Down it goes. Any other mini wins? Just while we're still on the topic of mini wins.
No, I think look, I
That was
started
the
too
highlight of the
strong.
week.
Yeah, I started too strong.
Anything else now? Just
I can't go from there. No. And no mini losses for me either. I think I had a pretty good week.
Yeah, you're up. You're up.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, besides the Cas.
But I had a good night, so that
Exactly.
evens out, I reckon.
Exactly. That works.
How about you, mate? Mini losses?
Bit of a mini loss. Well, yeah, big mini loss.
Ooh.
I when I went to the gig on Friday night, we caught the train into the city.
Yep.
And I didn't have my concession card on me. I left it at home accidentally because
Rook.
I just never bring it unless I'm using public transport.
Which
I
you
didn't. No, but I didn't think we were going to. I thought we were going to
Oh,
somehow
okay.
get else. I don't know. I just forgot it, to be fair. And I bought a concession ticket without my actual concession card. I was like, I'll be fine.
Oh,
like,
right.
no one's going to check. And it was like one zone. Got off at the city, and I was walking through, and you know how there's those gates? And I showed the ticket,
Yep.
and because I had my freshly clean-shaven
Yeah.
face, I was like, oh, I'll pass as a student. No one's going to check. And then the train officer straight away looked at me. Two of my friends walked through that were students,
Yep.
and looked straight at me, and she's gone, concession card, please. I didn't have it on me.
Rips.
So she was like, oh, either pay $100 fine. Oh, she's like, you have to pay $100 fine. I was like, then one of my friends actually came to my rescue and was like, if he just buys a one zone ticket on a standard price, can he just not pay the fine? And she was like, okay.
Oh, that's
So,
a good save, yeah.
Good save there. But I was spewing. I've never been asked for a concession before. You know,
Yeah.
typically you just kind of get through. But bit of a mini loss anyway. But she was so rude about it. She was so mean.
Speaking of that, I actually had a mini loss at the Cas.
Right.
So I took my driver's license. And I didn't realise that my old driver's license had expired by 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So I took it to the Cas, and they were like, do you have anything that's not expired? Any form of ID that's not expired? Because I had, obviously my driver's license was expired.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, flip, no, not on me. And they were like, oh, well, we can't let you in. And I was like, that's a joke, right? And they're like, no, we cannot let you in with this ID. And I was like, mate, expired 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was 19. How old do you think I am now?
Exactly.
Like-
It has your date of birth on the actual card.
I'm like, mate, surely that's still proof of age.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we cannot let you in. So I had to go home and get my other license and come back.
Far out.
But yeah, I was like, mate, I was 19 2 weeks ago. This is a proof of age card. How old do you think I am now? I'm not like decreasing in age, right? I'm still 19 years old.
Calling out the security guard at the Cas.
Yeah, that was a mini loss also, which I forgot about until you mentioned it.
There you go. Stephen, we've had a week off uni now. How are you finding it?
Yeah, look, for the first time ever, I think genuinely missing uni, which sucks.
I
but-
think, yeah, I'm in the same boat as well. You know, you just kind of get into a routine with uni and you're, used to doing the day-to-day sort of cycle and seeing your mates and all that kind of stuff. And when that goes, it's, what do you do?
sucks.
What do you do? It
And you're
sucks.
going to go home and then go away, and I'm
Yeah.
going to see you for ages.
I know, it's going to be a long time.
Probably not going to see you for like at least a month.
Yeah,
more than that.
Well,
probably.
yeah, you'll be away just after I go away
Yeah.
as well. So, Well, we'll have to organise something.
I'll
I'll try to come
try,
up to
yeah.
Perth as frequently as possible.
Because I'm not going to Bunbury.
Yeah, I know that. Well, actually, funny you mention this. Story from last week. You know how you was beard at my gig 2 weeks ago, sorry.
Yes.
You were saying to me, Karen, when am I going to meet your parents? And when am I going down to Bunbury? Do you remember that?
Not even a little bit.
It was so funny. You were like that hell annoying girlfriend that's just like, where are your parents?
A bit clingy.
Bit clingy. But I was like, look, hey, I'll take you down over the summertime sometime so you can meet Anna and Wayne.
Hopefully, I don't know. I'm looking forward to uni getting back, and we haven't even
It's
been gone
only
long.
been a week.
Karen,
Yeah.
do I read what we've got on the doc here?
Hell yeah, you do.
You've just written the Polar SEXpress, sex in all capitals, worst movies ? Are we just gonna list some terrible, terrible films?
Well, let's just start off with Polar Express first.
Yes.
Polar Express, known as the worst Christmas movie of all time.
However, I reference this daily in my life, the Polar Express.
Yeah, what's the quote?
No, it's not a quote so much as when people are doubting stuff. I'm like, maybe it's the whole Polar Express thing. Maybe you just have to believe for it to happen.
That's the one.
Which is like the whole bell thing, right? You have to believe to hear the bell.
Which
in
is
the Polar
all
Express.
in Kung Fu Panda as well. What's the secret ingredient to the secret ingredient
Ah,
soup?
yeah.
You have to believe that there's a secret ingredient.
Yeah. Mate, that's a better movie to reference.
100%.
than
Yeah.
Express.
More relevant, 100%.
But yeah, it is a terrible movie. It's a grind to get through.
It is.
It sits in that genre of just kids' movies where even as a kid, when you're watching it, you're like, this is rough.
It's just bad.
Like a few that spring to mind are like the Spy Kids movies.
Yeah.
The B movie. Even when you
movie.
watch it as a kid. I went on
You like
an
jazz?
excursion. I went on an excursion to watch it at school and everyone just left it and we were like, flip.
Yeah.
That was a bit rough.
Not a great movie.
Up there with like Sky High, that kind of genre.
Oh, jeez.
You know the one.
I know Sky High.
You got some
Far
more to
out.
add? Some terrible films?
I feel like Napoleon Dynamite is just dreadful.
overrated,
It's
isn't
so bad. Also, what I've got, anything but Shrek 1.
Yeah, the other Shreks.
The other Shreks are just
But
not
I feel
good.
like they're not rated either. But
Yeah.
we're not talking about rated movies. We're just talking
We're
about
just
terrible
how
movies.
bad they
yeah.
are. Yeah. Shrek 1, absolute banger. Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek Deck the Halls. Shrek the Halls, sorry.
Shrek 4D.
Shrek 4.
I feel as well that overrated movie is super bad. Like I feel it's called super bad because it's super bad.
You mentioned this to me a couple of weeks ago. I haven't actually seen Super
I reckon
Bad.
it's terrible. I don't think it's funny even a little bit.
And I was actually going to watch it, but then you said that it was actually genuinely super bad. So I don't think I'm going to watch it.
But see, a lot of people really like it. Like it's like Brendan's favourite movie.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, I look at it, I'm like, oh wow, another dick joke. Funny, right? Like
You can only have so many sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You're right. Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
Just
yes.
get it off the TV.
It
Get
is
off.
cancelled now.
Is it?
It's been cancelled,
Oh,
yeah.
Thank God for that.
So they've done their last episodes of that.
But don't they still have like young Sheldon and stuff? Is that
Oh,
still... but
how
that's
how
different.
did that show deserve a spin-off? That's my question. You look at
I've
all the things
no
on
idea.
TV and you're like, you know what? That's the spin-off we need. Like
Well-
they could have literally made a spin-off like How I Met Your Father and the mother's
Yes,
story of How I Met Your
I'm
Mother.
waiting for that
That'd
day.
be good,
That
right?
would be
But instead
so
we get
good.
flipping young Sheldon
Yeah, but let us know if there are ones that you guys hate.
as well, yeah. We'll try and build a list because I think it's quite funny to hear what others as well. It's like quite nostalgic when people mention
is.
it and you're like, oh,
The old
yeah.
Sky High, that's
I
a
remember,
throwback.
yeah. So yeah, we'll throw it out and see what you guys come up with because we'd love to hear it.
Stephen, I'm worried for your safety. I'm concerned.
Why is that, Kev?
This is an
Here we
ongoing
go.
thing.
He's going to talk it up. Here
This
we
is
go.
an ongoing thing. Because you're going to lose your work one day. Everything that's on your USB is going to be wiped.
Why is that?
Because you never safely eject the USB before you take it out. So I'm waiting for the day where you spend 6 hours on an assignment. Actually, no, that's really mean. I'm not waiting for that day. I lie. But you need to start doing this because I'm scared that you're going to lose some work one day, mate.
Mate, on any computer made past 1990, it shouldn't be an issue, right? Like Windows 7 and above, like Windows 10, all that, it just shouldn't be an issue. I don't think it is an issue, right? Does it even happen?
I don't know. It's never personally happened to me because I always safely eject.
But see, I've never safely ejected. I've never had a corrupted USB.
Right.
Not once.
I've had corrupted files and stuff, but that's been from transferring it. That's not been from ejecting USBs.
Maybe you've just got to decide what you're doing, though.
I
Maybe
feel like-
if you do half and half, like sometimes you safely eject, sometimes you don't.
Just
It
kind of
could cook your USB.
make a test out of it. Right.
I don't know. I see. I always safely eject yours. out of respect to your.
And I appreciate
Your
that. And
beliefs.
that's why I'm not worried about my safety. I think that my safety is okay. I'm worried about yourself. I just don't want you. Look, I don't want you to lose any of your work. And it's from man to man. I just want to make sure that that you're okay, that you're safely ejecting, and that your USB is okay and it's happy and healthy.
Yeah, well, I mean, as Austin Powers once said, I like to live life on the edge. Girls like the bad boys.
Let's put the sunnies on.
Girls like the bad boys. I'm a bit reckless, so I mean, what can I say? What can I say?
Loose a saucy bloke. It's the only wear SPF 15.
Yeah, man, I'm that loose. All the women, they'll try and change me. They'll see potential and try.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'm just too reckless of a human.
Once a bad boy, always a bad boy.
I'm sorry, ladies. It's part of the package. That is Stephen Jones. But oh well. Hopefully it never happens.
Let's hope so.
I don't think anyone in my family safely ejects either. We're a family of reckless humans.
Reckless ejectors.
Yeah. There you go. That's what. I don't even know where to go from there.
Let's
That's
move on.
the segment.
Let's move on. Last week we had a fan send-in from your boy Daniel.
Still gonna send it.
Still gonna send it. And he was talking about roll-on deodorant and sharing it with his mates. He messaged me a couple of days ago after listening to the podcast, and we actually didn't hear if he gave the roll-on to his friend or not.
Yeah,
so we
hadn't
called him
heard.
out on the pod last week asking for a reply, and he said, P.S. When a brother is in need, a brother is in need. Of course, I gave him the roll-on deodorant reluctantly.
I like that answer.
So I think
That's the perfect
I think
answer,
you've got
I
the
think.
tick of approval, Daniel. I think
Yeah.
you've got us covered, mate. I think you're a wise, young, likable man.
Yes.
So just a bit of a quick update. Thought we'd let you know.
Yeah, you guys can sleep now.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone can rest easy. I've been sleeping for the last week, but since Daniel sent me that
in
message.
Such suspense. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Stephen, I said earlier in the podcast that I've been working a fair bit.
Yeah.
I
on the
work
grind.
on the grind. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I've been working for a fair bit the last couple of days, I should
Yeah.
say. And yesterday there were a whole bunch of school kids, primary school kids, that came into work.
Yep.
Did you ever go on an excursion to a supermarket when you're in primary school?
No.
You didn't.
No.
Really?
What, is that a thing you got? Is that what normal schools did?
Well, we did.
It's because you have no tourist attractions in Bunbury.
We legit had to go.
Like,
The supermarket is a tourist
as a kid,
attraction.
no, yeah, like as a kid who lived in the city, we went to like SciTech or the museum or like the art
But
gallery.
we did
or,
that.
like-
We went to the zoo and stuff. But it was just like, it was a class trip that we went to. I can't even remember what the class is. Anyway,
What,
had
you spent the whole day at the shops?
No. Just an hour or so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you just go around. Anyway, these kids came in for about an hour, and they had to just do a couple of questions regarding the items in the shop. So
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like,
okay.
find a red
Yeah,
vegetable and how much
Okay.
is, McCain's frozen pizza and that kind
Yeah,
of
so
stuff.
it was an educational.
It was an
excursion.
educational thing.
Yeah.
And obviously they're looking at the prices and stuff. And all these kids are like, oh, look at all the fruit. I love watermelon, all this kind of stuff. And then there was this one. That's a good kid impression. Shut up. They were like, I want
we'll
to
let
get
that
some,
slide.
I want to get some watermelon, all this kind of stuff. Yum, yum, yum.
We
And
don't-
then there was this one kid, right?
Yep.
Who's just like, damn, raspberries are expensive. I was like, your boy knows what's up. He's been checking the catalogs. He's been knowing what the market update is for the raspberries, and he's called out my work. So I'm very sorry, young man. We'll have to decrease the prices for you. But I thought it was a very mature thing to say.
Yeah, this bloke's woke.
Yeah,
His kids are living in 2018. He's living in 3018.
He's switched on. Good man.
flip.
In a world full of idiots, one man's voice rises above all.
Wayne's words of wisdom.
Wayne's words of wisdom.
Waiting on Wayne's words. Do we have one this week?
We do have one this week. I've just got to get it up.
Oh, legend.
I
I live for this every week.
There is a bit of a story behind this one, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
So, Dad sent Wayne's words of wisdom. You can shear a sheep many times, but you can fleece it only once.
Right.
And when he said that, I just had no idea what was going
Yeah,
on.
I'm not. I don't shear as a profession. So
That's just what we do in Bunbury,
I'm like, what does this mean?
And so I sent him. I was like, what does that even mean? And he said, I'll get back to you. Then I was at work yesterday morning, and he said, if I gave you my credit card, what would you do?
Okay.
And I was like, probably just leave it in my wallet. Why's that? I don't know, how am I supposed to answer that? That's what I
Yeah,
said to
yeah.
him. And then he goes, would you buy something small or would you smash it? And at this point, I was just more than confused.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, look, I'm going to give him a ring and see what he's
the
on
go
about.
is,
because
yeah.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Very cryptic man, Wayne.
He's trying to kind of hint me into the right direction, but
Yeah.
I had no idea. And so I gave him a call, and he said, if I gave you my credit card, like pretty much what he said
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
text, would you,
He's not giving
buy
away
little
much.
bits? Yeah, he's not giving away much. And I was like, where are you going with this? So basically the analogy is, if you shear the sheep little bit at a time, then you will gain more from just
Right, in the
getting
long
it all,
run.
in the long
Yeah,
run.
right.
So it's like Wayne must have been in a bit of a financial mood when he sent me that one. But I think it works
That's a
in
mood and a half.
that is a mood. That was it. That was Wayne's words of wisdom for
All
this
right,
week.
well, we love it.
Not
Thanks,
the
Wayne.
finest, but
No, I
not
like
bad.
it. Thanks, Wayne. So, during the week, right, I've been doing some training for work. And that means I'm training with people I don't usually work with. Like from different departments within work. So I'm meeting new people, right?
which is always fun.
Which is nice. I love meeting new people, right? And I met some really cool people. But always comes with meeting new people is like this whole age debacle, right? And because where I work, there was a lot of older people. I was the youngest there. So everyone was kind of asking how old I was. And genuinely, like, I reckon for a minute and a half, I forgot my age. I was like, flip, I don't know. I was born in 99, right? I was like, so that would make me 9. What month was I born in 99? I was like, flip, have we passed that month?
Who am I?
I was like, oh no, I'm 19, right? But it's so awkward when I'll ask someone, they'll ask me my age, I just give it to them, and then so someone older has asked me for my age, I just give it to them, and then I go, what's your age? And they go, guess.
Oh no.
I hate guessing ages.
No,
I hate guessing ages. Is there anything more awkward
I'm so bad at it because I feel like you have to go the youngest
that you
can go because you don't want to insult them and be like, oh, you look
it.
like 32, and he's like, oh, I'm 26.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that
and
guy.
it's worse when they're older.
Yeah.
So, if they're like, for example, in their like mid-50s,
Yeah.
you can't like...
You can't pick.
If you guess... Or if they're in like their 40s, for example, and you guess 50, that's like a no-go, right?
I feel like that's the zone where you just don't want to guess someone's age.
Yeah, so
because
it's so awkward.
You don't want to offend anyone.
That's it. I was like, I don't know, like 21. right.
But I'm 43.
Like, I hate it. But yeah, a little story from the week. Because, yeah, I hate it. It's so awkward. And it happens all the time. You meet, like, your parents' mates or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing more awkward for me than having to guess ages of new people. Speaking of old people.
Oh, jeez.
Rips.
Rude segue.
Yeah, rips. Let's talk about parents and technology and parents and memes, right? I hate to start with. We'll start with memes, right? Mm-hmm. For example, say me and my brother are laughing at a funny meme or like a funny video.
Yeah.
And then your folks like, what's so funny?
Yeah.
Do you show them?
I feel like it depends on the content.
I just have no clue whether my parents will find it funny or not.
Because me and my brother had this thing. You know that Campbell Brown's dad?
Yes.
Yeah. We were watching that one day and just absolutely losing it.
Yeah.
And we were quite young at the time. Probably, I would have been, 13?
Oh,
Jayden would have
right.
been,
Okay, yeah.
15?
Yeah.
And we're watching it at the time. And we're like, this has got a fair bit of swearing in it.
Yeah.
And we showed Dad and he just like cracked up. We're like, okay, that's cool. But I feel like with memes nowadays, because they're so whack and strange, like, are your parents going to find it funny?
Yes,
Are your
I don't
parents going
know.
to think that you're a weirdo?
Well, me and Andrew showed Dad the VB Longneck video,
yeah.
and he didn't really find it funny.
What?
Oh, like he was like, this is silly, and he's like, this is a stereotypical Australian tradie, but he wasn't like laughing like we were, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't find it offensive or not funny per se.
But
he
he
just
just
wasn't
didn't-
like this. I've seen funnier stuff.
Wasn't
right?
amusing.
But I was just saying, I was just walking around the house yesterday, and I was just like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You know that meme?
Yes.
And my dad just goes, as I'm walking through the living room, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And he's like, you got who? I was like, oh, don't worry, Dad. He's like, who'd you get? I don't get it. I'm like, Oh, don't worry about it.
Context is not necessary.
Don't worry about it, Dad. So it's always a risk. You just don't know if they're gonna understand the joke. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Related to parenting technology as well.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how parents have to stop when they text. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't matter where they are.
Yeah.
Dad just stopped in the middle of the kitchen doorway because he like got a text, opened his phone, and he was like, "Oh, I got to reply," and just stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, "Mate, I got to walk through.
Yeah. Let me get some food.
Like, can you move?" And he's like, "Mate, I'm just texting." Like,
Do your parents use their thumbs when they're texting, or do they use their fingers, like their index?
yeah, index.
Yeah.
I think
What
most
is-
millennials are thumb man.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone over the age of 40 use their thumbs to message someone.
Yeah, it's all index.
It's all index
held
finger.
far
Yeah,
away.
held far away, back
And
like
it's
this.
like-
Yeah.
Could you think of a slower way?
No.
But as well, to be fair, like I know my dad does like 2-finger typing.
Yeah, my dad does that too.
Mum's like quite quick, but I guess that whole relates, the whole 2-finger typing and then the
Yeah.
typing on text. I don't know.
Start using your thumbs on your computer
I don't even
keyboard.
know. I might call myself out. Am I more than 2-finger typing? Yeah, I am. Yeah, okay.
I'm barely more than 2-finger typing.
Same.
I think I use about
Same.
3 or 4 fingers typing.
Yeah, I'm 4, I think.
But I'm starting to incorporate my pinky a little bit more. Ring fingers, just no. It's a no-go. I can't do
real?
it. My ring
just
finger
don't
is
use my
so
middle finger.
incompetent. You don't use your middle finger?
Yeah,
What?
because that's close enough to my index to like reach.
But like, I don't know.
Like if I can reach with my middle, I might as well just slide across.
Well, we should do a typing test and see.
All right, we'll race later.
Yeah, we'll do it after the pod. After the
Zoom.
It's time for Stephen and Karen's Great Australian Debate.
Great Australian debate this week, Karen.
Yeah, we had a decent turnout in the
Response, yeah.
polls. We had 91 votes altogether. Crunchy Pears come out on top.
Which means we both... Have we lost a week when we've both agreed?
No.
I don't think we've lost a week when we've both agreed.
We are the people's opinion.
When we
We're
agree.
the men
yeah.
of the we're the men of the people when we agree.
Yeah. So Crunchy got up against Soft Pear 52-39.
Big result.
Almost looked like we needed a poll option of do people hate pears?
Suck, yeah. I thought that pears were quite a
Yeah.
likable fruit.
Yeah. No.
But turns out we were wrong.
Man, there was a lot of... My thought process here is you must really hate pears to comment in pears suck, right?
And we had a decent amount of comments on that,
Like
saying that pears are not great.
Like if you just minorly hated pears, you just let it slide, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't express your opinion. No,
You'd
I
just
wouldn't
be
have
like-
thought so.
And a lot of people who voted neither actually voted in the poll.
Yeah.
They did pick one. So I kind of wanted to call them out, but I was like,
But
I'll
that's
leave it.
that's the thing with pears. You've got more options because you can eat it crunchy or you can eat it soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just blocking out the haters. Crunchy one. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
So debate this week.
Yeah.
We're going to do Chocky versus Strawberry Milk.
Yeah, we had to send in.
Yeah. It was like suggested by, I guess, a few of my mates. We were just kind of talking about it together.
Yep.
A mate of mine, Goff, brought it up.
Yeah.
And then, like Reese was chatting about it as well. And like we kind of had a debate, Chocky versus Strawberry Milk.
What was the end result in your mini debate that you had? Was it landslide Chocky?
No, not landslide, but it was Chocky.
Okay.
We decided that Milo counts as Chocky milk.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of like, if I wanted chocolate milk, I wouldn't get chocolate Nesquik. I'd just get Milo.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. If you're choosing chocolate Nesquik over Milo,
There's something wrong.
there's something
right?
wrong. Yeah.
But then I kind of like decided we're going to change it to Chocky milk versus Strawberry milk.
Yeah.
And if Milo is Chocky milk, which I think it is, I'm definitely a big Chocky milk man.
Yeah. Not to say that strawberry milk's bad.
Yes, I agree.
I'm torn.
Nothing's fine. I'm torn. Yeah, don't worry.
Because I want
Oh.
I'm going to go with Chocky as well. I wanted to disagree with you there.
You're just worried.
No, you know what? I'm going to disagree. No, we're going to lose, though. That's the thing. And I want to keep my
Don't
winning streak
bad
going.
man.
Okay, so we're going to go Chocky.
I literally said this.
You
Didn't
said
I?
this last week.
I said you're just going to pick whatever I pick, so you keep your lead forever.
But that's the thing. I would probably choose a Chocky milk over a strawberry milk. But in saying that, strawberry milk is nice to mix it up every now and then. So I'll go with Choc. I'll go Choc.
right, okay.
But only Harvey Fresh.
He's gone the safe option.
I've played it safe. I played it forward in defence.
If you guys want to go a bit more ambitious, you can vote strawberry milk.
You can
The
vote
poll
banana.
beer.
You can vote
Are
banana.
we going to put banana in the poll?
You can express your opinions on banana. Whether it'll be in the poll or not is another question.
But yeah, the poll will be up Saturday morning as per.
Yep.
Hopefully we get another good response, and
Yeah.
hopefully Chucky gets up. But you do you guys.
Warning! Warning! Food crime alert! Warning! Warning! Food crime alert!
So something interesting as well we saw from the Great Debate. People from your family, right, Karen,
Look,
were commenting about crunchy bananas.
not my family.
In
No,
your-
definitely my
in
family.
your
but
family eating crunchy bananas. What's the go?
Yuck.
Oh, so this isn't
Yuck.
you.
This I do not know.
Okay.
No, I segregate myself from that
Okay.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
No way. Crunchy bananas, they're just have that chalky, disgusting.
What, do you like peeling them green? Is that the go? Like, what's the...
I think slightly green.
Right.
I think that's mum's kind of. I think when she said crunchy bananas, she actually meant when they're just past the green stage and they're like perfectly ripe. But in saying that, I don't know.
But
so she might be eating green
I would
bananas.
argue that's not perfectly right, just past the green stage.
What's
I
your
feel like a
perfectly
couple
ripe?
of black spots on the peel is the go. Because then it's like sweeter.
Yeah, but it's all
100%
like
it's sweeter.
mushy and
I don't know.
I don't know. Look, it was something that was brought up and definitely a topic that could be talked about.
When I
discussed
read
further.
it, I was like,
Yeah.
that is criminal.
Yeah,
Crunchy bananas. That is 100% criminal.
yeah. But what defines a crunchy banana at the same time?
Surely you don't like...
I think
it's
that's
not
the
like-
biggest one. Yeah, snap off
surely
a
not,
banana.
right? Surely not. I don't know. But
I'll
either
get back.
way...
I'll get back to you next week about it. I'll ask Mum about it. I'll quiz her on it
Right,
because I'm a
right.
bit unsure myself.
Interrogator.
Interrogate her.
Yeah, I
make sure that she's
agree.
doing the
I
right thing.
don't know.
Okay.
I'm not for it, though.
All
Definitely
right.
not.
Well, I'll get back to you next week. Stephen, your dad doesn't listen to the podcast, does he?
No, hasn't listened to a second of it.
Okay, and it says on the doc that your dad has a podcast rip for us.
Yes.
So how is this fair?
That's not fair at all.
First question, how is this fair? Second question, what was the rip?
So it's not fair at all. To start with, to answer that first question. No, I was just talking to my parents about it last night, and Dad specifically, because he was kind of like, "Oh, how many listens are you getting? How many downloads? Stuff like that." He
Yeah.
was just kind of curious on how it's going,
Yeah.
even though he doesn't listen to it. And I was like, "Oh, the actual podcasts don't get a whole lot,
No.
right? It's more we get in terms of the polls and the videos, which is our main interaction, I suppose."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, what are you looking at that?" And I was like, "I think our top interactive video, I suppose, has
Yeah.
like close to 800 interactions."
Yeah.
Which is that one you shared, exposing me for not keeping my promise, right? To backtrack, we're like very close to our internet limit this week,
Right.
for the month, like as a family. So we've got 1 week to go on it, and we're like super close to running out of internet for the month. So we kind of have to cut back. So yeah, I was talking to Dad about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, our most reacted video has like, I don't know, 800 interactions or something." And Dad goes, "That's where all that internet's gone. Steven's watched the video 800 times."
Oh, that's unfair.
I went whack. I was like, "Rightio, Dad." He's like, "That was a fair cop." I was like, "Look, it was, but still not very nice." So yeah, he reckons all 800
Views are yourself.
views are just from me watching it at home.
Oh, that's unfair.
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfair.
I think it's a bit
but
unfair.
It was also quite funny.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Give the man props.
He was quite quick, but yeah.
Geez, your parents have a tendency of just ripping you, hey?
Yeah, I said to you, I called Mum out this morning. I was like, "Oh, did you listen to the podcast?" And she's like, "I did." And I was like, "What do you think about me exposing you for roasting me?" And she was like, "You deserved it." I was like,
Fair enough.
"Fair whack. I guess I can't ask for a more honest answer than that." So,
Does your brother listen to the podcast? Does
no,
AJ have a bit of a thing?
he's like sometimes listen to watch the videos
mini
and stuff.
segments, yeah.
But he's like deep in WACE exam study at the moment.
Very, very
So
true. Very true.
The boy's a busy man.
Good luck to the man, by the way. Haven't
yeah,
had
yeah.
a chance to wish him good luck.
Yeah, everyone pray for Andrew.
And just for all the kids out there that are doing their waste.
Why,
exams
does your
at the
brother
moment.
listen?
I think he watches the mini films.
Yeah, same,
But I don't
same.
think he listens. I know Mum and Dad listen to the pod.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Kerrod, I have a problem
Another one.
with the internet.
Well, another one.
With the
Is this a
internet.
technical problem or is
No,
this a
not a
okay.
technical problem. TikTok.
This is where all your data's gone. You've been watching too many TikTok videos.
On the contrary.
Look, you downloaded TikTok, you wanted to have a good time, and you've wasted all your data.
TikTok is terrible.
It's dreadful.
It's like all the worst bits of Vine
Smashed into an app.
smashed into an app,
Yeah.
right?
Plus Musically.
Plus Musically, yeah, all the worst bits of Musically, all the worst bits of Vine put together. And even, I know people are defending and they're like, oh, some people are just taking the piss and they're funny. Even they're not funny.
No.
They're not. They're just not. I hate it.
Some of them are.
None of them are.
Some of them are.
I've yet to watch a TikTok video that I've genuinely laughed at.
It's actually funny that you mentioned this because I was in my room watching like TikTok compilations of just people ripping other people, and one of my mates knocked on my door and walked in and we were just having a bit of a chat and he like looked at my computer, he's like, what are you watching? And I was like, oh, I just have a bit of a squiz, like there's a couple of really funny ones in here, and he started laughing. So look, some people find it funny, others not so much.
It absolutely floods my newsfeed. I'm sick of it. Sick to death of it. And like flipping Brendan keeps sending them to me. I'm like, mate, it's not funny. I didn't laugh at the first one. Don't send me more. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's funny.
I think some of them are. Look,
I don't know.
You're a big hater.
I'm against it. Even the ones pulling the piss out of the other people.
Yeah.
You still had to download the app.
That's the best
one.
one.
To make it.
They're the best ones.
I still don't even think they're funny.
I feel like the whole platform has now just become taking the piss out of someone else.
I don't know. I just can't stand them.
I can't confirm because I haven't downloaded TikTok. I haven't scrolled through the realms of TikTok.
Do you need TikTok to view because I'm just like viewing them on Facebook and stuff, right? People just downloading them and banging them on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
TikTok videos.
I only watch them on like in compilations on YouTube.
Yeah, right. That's bad.
But I've only seen a couple. To my defense,
it's like 11 o'clock at night. Karen's like eyes lit up by a screen, just watching like a 20-minute compilation on YouTube. You've been exposed.
Yeah, maybe.
I used to do it with Vine, but with like I don't know. I disliked Viners, but really liked the Vine app.
Yeah,
because
Vine was cool. Did you ever download Vine?
No.
Okay. But
you'd capture like the 7 seconds of like people. When I first saw that, I'm still gonna send it. That was like a Vine. Someone like cropped that into a Vine. I really enjoyed that.
And I didn't like. Back since.
I didn't like the whole acting and Viners.
No. Right? Well, a lot of people took it too far, I think.
So I feel that's what TikTok is. The whole Viners combined with Musically.
Yeah.
And then they're on this app just mashing it, and I'm like, gee whiz, this is terrible.
Fair call. Well, that is the pod for this week. Week 12.
Sure is.
Sure is.
It is week 12, yeah.
Week 12 is done. The dozen. That's the one. So thank you very much for listening. Send in your requests for any bad movies. Send in your requests for any
segments,
food
stuff
crimes.
You want to talk us about. Yeah.
Let us know.
Food crimes is a good one, actually. I'm sure there's some terrible 100%. Eating habits out there.
100%. Let us know what yours is, or your mates, or your parents.
Yeah, Dob in a mate. 100%
Dob in a mate. Call him out. Call her out. Let us know about it.
Dob in a mate, for sure.
Thank you very much for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you then.
The Stephen and Kerrod Show with Kerrod and Stephen.